This is Riley Sexsmith. You guys all know him. He works on the counter at the shop. We have our new YouTube channel, and we need content.
That we do.
We do. So we're at TMP on December the 20th, 2018, and bring you back, way back, Riley's truck. He's going to give us a walk around, tell us about how amazing and or how terrible
it's both.
This is.
Definitely both.
As a starter vehicle for drifting, but a lot of people have questions, so here it is, and we're going to walk around. All right, Riley, where are we going to start?
Well, we'll start where all the action comes from, I guess. The front, the engine, the powerhouse of this machine. Yeah, why not? We'll start with the heart of this beast.
All right,
here.
Let's open it up.
Hood pins, just like your old-fashioned muscle car. This thing's basically a LS Chevelle. All right, so what we've got here, once this thing stays put, is the most amazing creation that Nissan engineers ever spit out of the factory. A single overhead cam, KA24E, E for one cam. It has actually a lot of work done to it, despite it being incredibly slow. It has a 240SX head that's ported, stainless valves, valve springs, Nismo cam, completely gutted and port matched intake manifold, S13 upper intake manifold, lower intake manifold, throttle body, a custom made intake that was once from an S13 that has been chopped up and welded back together courtesy of Vin. Little air box that I made to kind of isolate everything.
Cold air.
Cold, that's like a Hellcat before the Hellcat. So this is basically like a Nissan pickup Hellcat. Headers, poly engine mounts, ARP, all rotating assemblies, ARP hardware. It's got a lot of stuff done to it.
And how much horsepower?
Oh, I don't know that it's actually a figure that can be harnessed by a dyno, but if I had to guess, probably in the 130 to 140 horsepower range. It's a monster, really.
It is. But it is simple. Like, everything's super clean.
Simplicity is key. That's what I was going for.
We won't focus on that wiring over there.
Don't look at that. I did that 10 years ago.
Okay.
All right, so don't hold it against me. I'm not Nam.
All right, let's move on to the interior.
All right, so into the office where all the work gets done here. It is incredibly sparse. I actually just made it a little more luxurious by putting in things like a dashboard and windshield wiper.
Wow.
Pretty sweet. Mono wiper. This is basically a DTM car. It's got a headlight. I have a Kirky aluminum, I think it's an intermediate road race seat with some custom made padding courtesy of my wonderful mother. Hydraulic handbrake, which is a must for any drifting machine. Lots of plaid. There's a theme with this thing.
Hello Kitty of some sort?
Yeah, that's a custom Hello Kitty that I designed myself. Sparco steering wheel.
Oh, I get the Sparco wheel.
Oh, this is legit R345. This is courtesy of Marin Gilbo.
Nice.
This is a championship winning wheel.
And this racing bucket in the passenger seat here?
Yeah, that's it's not quite as high tech as the Kirky, but luckily your head is cradled by this metal pipe.
Yeah, I don't know if we can get that on camera, but you can see that.
Yeah.
Anyways, safety first.
Another fun fact, the door that you're leaning through does not work. It is bolted shut.
Huh.
This one, no problem. Open and close, factory fit, but...
And why doesn't this door open and or close?
Well, unfortunately I had a small off a few years back at Shannonville and ended up completely collapsing that side of the cab, which I could not repair despite my best efforts, so I just bolted it shut and called it a day. Alright, so last piece of the puzzle, the suspension that makes this whole package work so well. Engineered to be a thoroughbred racing machine by Nissan. So I didn't want to mess with what they created. So the front is basically stock. It has 3-inch drop arms and the torsion bars are turned basically all the way down. So it's essentially riding on the bump stops in the front. Other than that, stock everything. The only thing I deleted was the power steering. Still the stock box, but no assist. Front wheels are 15/8, -25. And then in the rear, it's a little bit less than stock. It has a custom 3-link courtesy of my good friend Ken Agnello. Years ago he built it for me because I don't have the skills required to weld it together. And did away with the leaf springs, so now it's just 2 main lower links and 1 upper, and then you have full adjustability, on-car adjustable to the right and left thread, so you can do toe, the pinion angle can change depending on how the rear is behaving. It's also got coilovers with ride height adjustment. 15 by 8.5, negative 25 rear wheels, and then I think I'm running 300-pound springs on some old QA1 coilovers, adjustable damping, all that. It's basically a racing car in a truck disguise. This was, for quite a few years, my only vehicle. I did use a different car in the winter, but from April or March till December, this is how I got to work, this is how I got to school. This hauled dirt bikes, motorcycles, mulch for the garden. Like, literally, it is a truck, so I used it as a truck. It was also my race car. It started basically stock, sliding around in wet parking lots at night, and then it progressively grew and grew and grew into what it is today. It doesn't look like much, but it's incredibly important to me because this is how it all started. Very, very humble beginnings, but I love it to death. It's awful to drive. It's incredibly slow. It's really loud, but I love it. I can't ever get rid of it. It's a part of who I am, and without it, I definitely wouldn't be where I am today. So it's not the most beautiful machine to behold, but I love it with all my heart.
Sweet. So that's it. The story. I mean, there's millions more stories. If you hang out with Riley, you'll hear them all.
Some I can't say on the internet.
Yeah. But if you have any questions about this car, comment below. Or, I'm sorry, about this truck. Sorry. So racy, I called it a car.
Yeah, it can be mistaken for a sports car.
Comment below. Riley will respond. I'll respond. If you have technical questions about other things we've done, comment below. Let us know what you think. Subscribe. And enjoy what is the Hardbody.
I love this thing so much.